You've got dreams, goals, and ambitions, and the truth is, no one else is going to invest in them as deeply as you can. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's also incredibly empowering. When you make the decision to focus on yourself, you're taking the reins of your own life. You're saying, I am the master of my destiny. It's time to wake up to the fact that your energy is finite. You only have so much of it, and where you choose to spend it will determine the quality of your life. Imagine your energy as a precious commodity like gold. Would you give your gold away to everyone who asked for it, even if it meant you had none left for yourself? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what many of us do with our energy every single day. We get caught up in other people's problems, trying to please everyone, and worrying about things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. We spread ourselves so thin that we have nothing left for our own dreams and goals. It's time to change that. It's time to reclaim your energy and start investing it where it truly matters in yourself. This isn't about being selfish, it's about being smart. It's about recognizing that if you want to achieve great things, you need to be at your best. And to be at your best, you need to prioritize yourself. Think about the people you admire most in life. Whether they are entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, or leaders, they all have one thing in common: they know how to focus on themselves. They understand that to give their best to the world, they need to take care of themselves first. They need to make sure they are mentally, physically, and emotionally strong. They need to protect their energy and use it wisely. So how do you start focusing on yourself? How do you make sure that your energy is being invested in the right places? It starts with setting boundaries. You need to learn to say no to the things that don't serve your goals. This can be tough, especially if you're used to being a people pleaser. But remember, every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're saying no to something that does. You're saying no to your dreams, your ambitions, and your growth. Start by identifying the areas of your life where you're spending energy on things that don't matter. Maybe you're spending too much time on social media, getting caught up in other people's drama, or saying yes to every request that comes your way. Whatever it is, it's time to make a change. Set boundaries and stick to them. Protect your energy like the precious commodity it is. Another important aspect of focusing on yourself is taking care of your physical health. Your body is the vehicle that will carry you to your dreams, and you need to make sure it's in top condition. This means eating right, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. It means listening to your body and giving it what it needs to thrive. When you take care of your physical health, you're not just improving your body, you're also improving your mind and your spirit. You're giving yourself the energy and strength you need to achieve your goals. But it's not just about physical health. Your mental and emotional health are just as important. This means taking time for yourself, doing things that make you happy, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. It means learning to manage stress and finding healthy ways to cope with challenges. It means investing in your personal growth and development. Read books, take courses, and seek out mentors who can help you become the best version of yourself. Focusing on yourself also means being true to who you are. It means embracing your uniqueness and not trying to fit into a mold that doesn't suit you. It means following your passions and doing what makes you come alive. When you're true to yourself, you're not only happier, but you're also more likely to succeed. People are drawn to authenticity. And when you're living your truth, you'll attract opportunities and people who align with your values and goals. One of the biggest obstacles to focusing on yourself is the fear of judgment. We worry about what others will think if we start putting ourselves first. We fear being labeled as selfish or arrogant. But the truth is, people will always have opinions, and you can't let those opinions dictate your life. You can't live your life trying to please everyone, because no matter what you do, there will always be someone who disapproves. So let go of the fear of judgment and focus on what's best for you. Remember, the people who truly care about you will support you in your journey, and those who don't aren't worth your energy. It's also important to recognize that focusing on yourself doesn't mean you're doing it all alone. It's okay to ask for help and seek support from others. In fact, having a strong support system can make a huge difference in your success. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your dreams. Seek out mentors and coaches who can guide you and provide valuable insights. And don't be afraid to lean on your friends and family when you need it. Just remember that while support is important, the ultimate responsibility for your success lies with you. Another key aspect of focusing on yourself is having a clear vision of what you want to achieve. You need to know where you're going and why you want to get there. This means setting clear, specific goals and creating a plan to achieve them. It means staying focused and not getting distracted by things that don't matter. It means being disciplined and staying committed to your path, even when things get tough. Having a clear vision also means being flexible and adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. When you're focused on yourself and your goals, you're better equipped to handle setbacks and challenges. You're more resilient and more likely to find creative solutions to problems. You're able to stay focused on the big picture and not get bogged down by temporary obstacles. Focusing on yourself means celebrating your successes and learning from your failures. It means recognizing your progress and giving yourself credit for your hard work. It means being kind to yourself and not beating yourself up when things don't go as planned. It means learning from your mistakes and using them as opportunities for growth. When you make the decision to focus on yourself, you're taking a powerful step towards achieving your dreams. You're saying, I am worth it. My dreams are worth it. You're taking control of your life and making a commitment to yourself. And when you do that, amazing things start to happen. You start to see progress and achieve your goals. You start to feel more confident and empowered. You start to attract opportunities and people who align with your vision. So stop wasting your time on things that don't matter. Stop giving your energy away to everyone and everything. Start focusing on yourself and your dreams. Set boundaries, take care of your health, invest in your personal growth, and stay true to yourself. Have a clear vision. Seek support when you need it, and stay committed to your path. Celebrate your successes, learn from your failures, and never stop believing in yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you unlock your true potential and create a life that's not just successful, but truly fulfilling. Time is the ultimate equalizer. We all get the same 24 hours in a day, no matter where from, what we do, or how much money we have. The question isn't how much time you have, it's how you use it. I think about this: every second that ticks by is a second you'll never get back. It's gone, spent, done. The choices you make and how you spend those seconds will shape the life you live. That's the raw truth, and it's incredibly empowering if you embrace it. Because if you can master your time, you can master your life. You've got to start by realizing that time is your most valuable asset. More valuable than money, more valuable than any material possession, more valuable than anything you can imagine. Why? Because unlike money, you can't earn more time. You can't save it, store it, or get a refund on it. Once it's gone forever. And yet, so many people squander their time as if they have an unlimited supply. They waste it on meaningless activities, on things that don't align with their goals, on distractions that pull them away from what really matters. But that's not going to be you. You're here to make a change, to take control of your time, and to use it to create a life you're proud of. The first step is to get brutally honest with yourself. Take a hard look at where your time is going. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media, binge watching TV shows, or getting lost in endless distractions? Are you saying yes to things that don't serve your goals because you're afraid of disappointing others? Are you procrastinating, waiting for the perfect moment to start working on your dreams? Be honest. Because the truth is, if you're not intentional about how you spend your time, it will slip away from you. Now, once you've identified where your time is being wasted, it's time to make some changes. This is where you take back control. You start by setting clear priorities. What matters most to you? What are your biggest goals, your deepest desires, your non-negotiables? Get crystal clear on these. Write them down. Keep them in front of you every single day. Because when you know what matters most, it becomes easier to say no to the things that don't. And yes, you're going to have to say no. This can be one of the hardest things to do, especially if you're someone who's used to saying yes to everything. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your priorities, you're saying no to something that does. You're saying no to your goals, your dreams, and your growth. You've got to protect your time like the precious asset it is. Treat it like gold. Because that's exactly what it is, your golden opportunity to create the life you want. One of the most powerful tools you can use to protect your time is planning. Successful people don't leave their time to chance. They plan their days, their weeks, their months. They know what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and why it matters. This isn't about being rigid or micromanaging every minute. It's about being intentional. When you plan your time, you take control of it. You make sure that the things that matter most to you get done. You make sure that your time is being spent in a way that moves you closer to your goals. But planning alone isn't enough. You've got to execute. You've got to take action. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. It's what allows you to follow through on your plans even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. And here's the thing about discipline. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So start small. Commit to spending just a few minutes a day working on your most important goals. Then build from there. As you build your discipline, you'll find it easier to stay focused and on track. Now let's talk about distractions. We live in a world full of them. Notifications, emails, social media, endless streams of information. It's all designed to grab your attention and keep you from focusing on what really matters. But here's the thing, you are in control of your attention. You get to decide where it goes. So take back control. Turn off the notifications. Set boundaries around your time. Create an environment that supports your focus. When you eliminate distractions, you create space for deep, meaningful work. You create space to make real progress on your goals. Another key to mastering your time is learning to let go of perfectionism. So many people waste time waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect plan. But here's the truth, there is no perfect moment. There will always be challenges, uncertainties, and obstacles. If you wait for perfection, you'll never get started. Instead, take imperfect action. Start where you are with what you have. Take the first step, no matter how small. Progress is better than perfection. Every step you take moves you closer to your goals. And while we're on the subject of progress, let's talk about momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces you can harness. When you take consistent action day after day, you build momentum. And once you have momentum, it becomes easier to keep going. It becomes easier to stay focused, to stay disciplined, to keep making progress. So don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. They add up over time. They create results. They create success. Now let's address one of the biggest excuses people make when it comes to time. I don't have enough of it. We've all said it. But here's the thing. It's not about how much time you have. It's about how you use it. You can have 24 hours in a day and accomplish nothing. Or you can have just 1 hour and make significant progress. It's all about focus. It's about making the most of the time you do have. So stop telling yourself you don't have enough time. Start looking for ways to make better use of the time you do have. It's also important to remember that time isn't just about work. Yes, you need to spend time on your goals and your dreams, but you also need to spend time on the things that bring you joy, that nourish your soul, that make life worth living. Time with loved ones, time for self-care, time to relax and recharge, these things are just as important as your work. Because when you take care of yourself and nurture your relationships, you're better able to show up fully for your goals and dreams. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your successes. Every step you take, every goal you achieve, every moment of progress, celebrate it. Acknowledge your hard work. Give yourself credit for what you've accomplished. This isn't about being complacent, it's about recognizing the value of your time and the effort you've put into making the most of it. When you celebrate your successes, you reinforce the behaviors that led to them. You create a positive feedback loop that motivates you to keep going. Time is your most valuable asset, and it's up to you to use it wisely. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Don't give it away to distractions or meaningless activities. Use it to create the life you want. Be intentional, be disciplined, and take consistent action. Protect your time, prioritize what matters, and let go of the things that don't. When you do, you'll discover the incredible power of focus and the amazing results it can create. You You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. Make them count. The life you dream of is waiting, and it's up to you to go out and create it.